Here's your latest reminder that even with Juneteenth now a national holiday, we still have a ways to go. And IKEA in Atlanta is under fire after angering its black employees by offering a special Juneteenth menu that featured fried chicken and watermelon. To say the store employees were upset is an understatement. 33 people called out of work that day in protest. Now, that manager clearly has no black friends for thinking this was a good idea. The store has black employees, though, and 33 of them called in black to work over this mess. Now, that is how you protest. Have fun cooking meatballs and stocking furniture with goofy names like Ektorp by yourself, boss. That retail maze is about to be a chaos. They should have known better than to try this in Atlanta. That city been fighting racism since Jim Crow. Y'all really gonna do this in Dr. King's backyard? Now IKEA is stuck putting its reputation back together with an Allen key, just like their furniture.
All right, guys, so I got to tell you, Juneteenth might actually end up becoming one of my favorite holidays. Not because I'm out here celebrating Juneteenth and the end of slavery or any of the things they tell us that Juneteenth is supposed to be about, right? Not because of any of the reasons that you guys are probably thinking, right? Mainly because of how every Juneteenth, some of these woke corporations that come out here and try to virtue signal to black people on Juneteenth, they always seem to end up regretting it, as there is always massive backlash from the perceived racism of these woke companies and their Juneteenth celebrations. And I find it to be absolutely hilarious, because that first video I posted, guys, was a video of some of the woke backlash towards IKEA for trying to celebrate Juneteenth, right? As they had a special menu featuring fried chicken and watermelon on Juneteenth. And people got upset about it, right? People got mad about it. Okay, they protested it. And then I just did a story not too long ago about Walmart selling Juneteenth ice cream. Guess what? People got mad about that, right? They got mad about it. Now I'm doing another story about how a children's museum is now getting slammed for selling a Juneteenth watermelon salad. Roll the clip.
The Children's Museum of Indianapolis is apologizing this morning after backlash to a Juneteenth-inspired food item in its cafeteria. The museum offered the Juneteenth Watermelon Salad in honor of the U.S. federal holiday that commemorates the emancipation of enslaved African Americans. A museum visitor posted a picture of the salad as a comment on the museum's Facebook page. Well, in it, the visitor accused the museum of perpetuating offensive stereotypes and celebrating the holiday. The museum released a statement saying in part, quote, "As a museum, we apologize and acknowledge the negative impact that stereotypes have on communities of color." It went on to say, "The salad has been removed from the menu. We resolve to do better and continue bringing all voices forward in our work," end quote. You can read the full statement online at fox59.com.
Yeah, so I'm a little confused by this, okay? And forgive me for being ignorant on things that offend black people, because quite honestly, I'm not really hip on a lot of stuff because I don't live my life worried about being offended, okay? I don't really understand the whole watermelon thing. I don't understand fried chicken. I don't understand a lot of things that are racial tropes that are used against black people. I really don't understand what is so bad or harmful about a lot of these things, okay? Because I actually saw a video of some black people celebrating Juneteenth by eating watermelon in the park.
What is it supposed to do? It gives you that feel that you're on an island.
Okay. I've also seen videos of black people eating things like fried chicken and watermelon while watching basketball and taking shots of Hennessy in celebration of Juneteenth.
In Cleveland, yeah, the thing is, in modern sports, it's going to be hard to not let a series go all the way.
What are you doing?
So, yeah, I'm confused, right? I'm trying to figure out, are we supposed to be celebrating things that black people eat, right, on Juneteenth, or are we not? Because apparently, again, some people are saying that on Juneteenth, you're not supposed to eat watermelons and stuff like that because apparently that's racist, right? Saying that black people love to eat watermelon is racist, even though there are a lot of black people that like to eat watermelon, including myself. It's not my favorite fruit, but I think it's pretty good. okay, especially when it's sweet. But there's also a whole lot of other people that like to eat watermelons, right? It's not just a black person thing. But again, I'm trying to figure out why the outrage. I don't really understand. I don't really get it. And as much as I try to understand as a black person, I really can't, because I can't be hurt by things like this, right? Unlike some people, okay? Because sometimes it seems like, okay, you can celebrate this stuff and be good and eat all the stereotypical things that black people love to eat, right? And in some cases it's good, but in some cases it's bad, right? When you do that. So let's actually read about this again, because this children's museum is getting slammed for these racially insensitive salads. The Indianapolis Children's Museum, aka the world's largest children's museum, is being called out for being racially insensitive for serving Juneteenth watermelon salads on their menu ahead of the national holiday. Visitors were outraged when they noticed the $10 watermelon salad for Juneteenth, which many slam as racially insensitive. Okay, so I think it's more offensive that this salad is $10 than it being served in honor of Juneteenth and happen to have watermelon in. I think that the price is a lot more offensive in my opinion. Jackson Moon, aka Jackson Adams, shared a picture of the salad on Twitter with the caption, quote, "racially insensitive salads. Nobody black asked for this." Well, you did kind of ask for it, because all you woke revolutionaries asked for representation, right? You want these companies to acknowledge your struggle, right? You want these companies to celebrate black people and black culture. And here you are, you have these companies doing exactly what you asked, and you're still mad, right? You're still finding a way to be pissed. Quote, "This is horrible and racist," another person tweeted. Another said, quote, "This is what happens when a holiday is made federal." Yeah, that is what happens. Corporate America tries to make money off of it, just like they do every other holiday. Okay, it's not just this holiday. I mean, look, imagine if Christians got offended every single time a corporation, right, tried to make money off of Christmas and, Christian symbolism. They would never be in business, right? All these companies would be out of business, right? It'd be impossible. Now, again, I would say, who knows? Maybe in terms of, actually celebrating Christmas for what it's supposed to be about, maybe it's not good that we have corporatized Christmas. But I'm just saying, if Christians got as offended as black people did over Juneteenth, then you would never see any type of, companies celebrate Christmas or anything like that, which I think that's what's about to happen with Juneteenth. What's going to happen is that these companies are going to stop celebrating Juneteenth because they keep getting this backlash every time they try to celebrate. And then the wokes will be complaining and saying, well, these companies are racist because they never celebrate Juneteenth, right? I just find this to be hilarious. The racist trope of black people liking watermelons dates back to the emancipation period after the Civil War, when Southern whites attempted to give the popular fruit negative connotations because it was grown and sold by free black people. The trope exploded in American culture and sadly pervades to this day. Okay, so here's the thing, man. Okay, white folks used to make fun of black people because they grew and sold watermelon. Okay, and so what? Right? Am I going to continue to give those Southern white people power? Okay, those dead Southern white people. Am I going to continue to give them power over me by getting offended every time somebody associates watermelon with black folks? No. Okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be offended. I'm going to say I'm going to eat my watermelon in peace. I'm going to be happy. And I don't give a damn, right? If you want to laugh at me because I'm a black person eating watermelon, I'm going to enjoy my watermelon. Right? I mean, that's the way I think about it. But again, hey, I feel like I'm built a little bit differently from most people. Indianapolis Children's Museum has since apologized and says it's pulling the product. Of course they are. Because they always fold. Quote, "As a museum, we apologize and acknowledge the negative impact that stereotypes have on communities of color. The salad has been removed from the menu," a spokesman said. They explained that they had planned a Juneteenth menu as a way for us to raise awareness of the holiday's meaning and commemorate their own family traditions. Yeah, I mean, again, there's a whole lot of black people in this country that like watermelon, okay? Again, I've seen black people celebrate, black things, with eating watermelon. But for whatever reason, when this museum celebrates a black holiday with watermelon, that's way too far, right? They've gone way too far. They're racist. Okay? You can't win with these people, man. Win with these companies realize this. Red Foods has historically been served by some to remember the blood that was shed along the way to freedom, the spokesperson said. The $10 salad listed in the menu's cafeteria contains a medley of fresh lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, sprinkled feta cheese, and chunks of watermelon. It is unclear whether the food service partner is a black-owned business. Quote, Juneteenth on June 19th, also called Emancipation Day, commemorates the end of slavery for all Americans. It originates in 1865 when the last enslaved people in the U.S. in the rebel state of Texas were informed about the Emancipation Proclamation. Moon wrote on her social media posting, quote, it doesn't have to be watermelon or Kool-Aid. Our food history is radical. Our food history is rich. Our food history connects us to Africa. She continued, as the holiday is now recognized and companies are quick to jump on the bandwagon with offensive ice creams and declarations, we must learn to safeguard our history and culture before it becomes twisted and unrecognizable. Okay, so do you want this to be a holiday or what? Like, what exactly do you want? Because again, when these companies celebrate it, you're mad. When they don't celebrate it, you're mad. Right? So what do you want? I don't understand. So let's read some of the comments here. You know, this is just a microaggression from some insecure incel who is still randomly mad because his girlfriend left him for Raheem. Tino Britt says, there is no way a salad can be racist. America KKK, we might have something. Coco Martinez says, this is mad racist. Everyone knows black people like salads with chicken and blue cheese or Italian/French dressing. Deja Miller says, and some people say racism doesn't exist anymore. Shaking my head is literally in our faces daily. The history of watermelon as a consumable for black people includes the caricatures and minstrels of black people consuming the fruit as lazy, low intellect people. So yes, it is racially insensitive. The issue is not the fruit. The issue is the labeling of the salad without putting more thought into it and without additional information about the importance of the fruit post-emancipation as a tool of self-reliance and as a weapon of racial stereotypes. Again, bro, I don't understand. I really don't. I don't get it. People are so caught up with the past, man. They really are. They're obsessed with slavery. Linda Herring says, it is absolutely racist, and it's when people try to overly explain it away that I begin to become annoyed. It's very blatant, no sugarcoating needed. I have never in my life seen or heard of anyone want a watermelon on top of a salad ever. Then it specifically made it a black holiday salad. Well, I ain't never heard of grilled watermelon either, right? But apparently, grilled watermelon is supposed to be a thing as well. So with that being said, again, this company here is learning what a lot of these other companies are learning when they try to woke virtue signal, okay? Especially on June 10th, is that some people in this country simply can never be satisfied. It doesn't matter what you do, okay? If you don't celebrate the holiday, you're racist. If you do celebrate the holiday, you're racist, right? So my advice to these companies is stop woke virtue signaling, stay out of politics, and you will never face this type of backlash, okay? Don't worry about it, and you'll be good. But hey, it is what it is, man. What do I know, right? What do I know? I'm not in one of these marketing departments, but if I was, I don't think I would be involved in trying to sell Juneteenth merchandise because, again, it's just too risky, right? You can't satisfy some of these people. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.